What's up, Brian? Hope all is well.
Yeah, it is. I hope all is well with you too, dog.
Pretty good, man. I'm gonna pivot a little bit. I'm not used to this, so excuse me. So, on behalf of the Charlotte media here, every year we present award, the Tom Barry Good Guy Award. It goes to a player who we feel is always available, engaged, helpful in us doing our job. And we felt like there was a lot of worthy candidates, but you stand out above the rest.
Oh, word.
Yeah. You never duck us. You never cap. You're straight up, always available.
Appreciate
Give
that.
us in depth. Yep, give us in depth answers and make us smart. So we appreciate it. Appreciate working with you. And
Appreciate that.
congratulations. Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And
Yeah, I
we'll
appreciate
give
that. I appreciate you. Feel me? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
what's
that's
up?
yeah. So
All right, for
if
sure.
yeah, so congratulations. And we if you want to make any comments, you don't have to, but just wanted to leave that open to you.
Nah, I mean, I appreciate that. I know everybody got a job to do. I just try to do my best and answer y'all questions the best as I can, and of course, take the cap out of it. So, I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure.
Congratulations, man. That's my question. So if anybody else want to ask a question, can.
We'll go to Scott Fowler first.
Well, Brian, congratulations from all of us. And after that, I guess you have to really issue some wonderful quotes today. So get ready. But I did want to ask you sort of what's left to play for in your mind for this final game.
One of the main things I would say to play for, I mean, obviously we're not going to the playoffs. We don't really have much in that aspect, but we always got it. We always can play for improvement, and that's always what I strive for. Like even being 5-11, like you still have your pride at the end of the day, and just to go out there and lay down, knowing that you're not going to the playoffs is just pointless. You know what I'm saying? And it's really how a lot of people get hurt when you go out there and half-ass and not go your hardest and try to win. So, like I say, man, I'm playing for pride and really just the whole idea of improvement.
All right, let's go to Sharon Thorson.
Hey there. I know you guys just played this Bucks team 2 weeks ago. Offense might have changed a little bit again. I mean, Fournette's still out. Antonio Brown, though, not playing at this point. But they get Mike Evans back. Gronkowski's come up big recently. What do you see out of them offensively, and how do you expect them to maybe change this week, even though they've always got Brady, which is really all they need, I guess?
I don't see them changing much. I feel like they'll come out and try to pound the ball. That's kind of been their plan. I mean, that was kind of their plan a little bit 2 weeks ago. But I don't see them changing much. They get Mike Evans back, so that's another threat. Gronk is still there. That's another huge threat. But they do what they do well, and they're going to continue to do it. So I think they're going to stick with the same game plan that they had 2 weeks ago. I don't think they're going to change it all, really.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Will Pelagic, followed by Scott Fowler.
Burns, I'll let everybody else say congratulations on the award. What would a win this week do to kind of validate the comments made by not only your coach but others, and that the process is working, especially when you factor in the fact that Tampa they seem like they're going to play everybody as much as they possibly can this week?
To be quite honest, like all seasons, you want to go out with a bang. No matter where you finish at, you know what I'm saying? Like even though we're finishing early, you still want to go out with a bang. So if this can be our greatest, not our greatest, but our best game this far, like that'll mean a lot to me personally. If we can really I guess not make it easy for Tampa. Like obviously they're going to the playoffs, but not make it easy for them going to the playoffs, and they come off a little hurt off of what we put on them Sunday. I feel like that mean a lot to me. So I just want to go out with a bang and enjoy my last game with my boys and with my team, because it might not look the same. So you never know.
And I know that we kind of talked to Haason earlier, and he said he would want to be back. Obviously, it depends on some other circumstances, but what would it mean to have him back next year?
It would mean a lot, man. I really don't even think that. Just speaking from an edge point of view, like I really don't even think we scratched the surface of what we could have done this season. Like a lot of teams played us real different from other guys. I mean, dealing with chips and boots and sprint outs and quick pass, 3-step, all kind of things. But it'll mean a lot, man, because I think we can really do something great. I think combined we got a good amount of sacks together, and it'll be great to see my dog come back. But you know, it's a business, and I understand how things go. So if it ain't gonna happen, I mean, it is what it is. But I would love to have my dog back for real, for real.
Thanks, man. Happy New Year.
You too.
Brian, you're in such a unique position because you knew the Panthers from being a young child due to your brother. And so I wonder if you could speak a little bit in a big picture sense about getting to play with Cam Newton, you know, for this half season you have gotten to, what that's been like and what you've learned from him. You may get him again, but this may also be the last, you know, week of Cam Newton here. It's a business. So what have you learned from Cam, and how has that been for you?
It's kind of funny, man. I was just talking to Cam like right before I came in here, and I was just asking him about like his routine. He's a big routine guy. Like he follows his routine. He's very disciplined about it. Like he does what he does. You know what I mean? And I was telling him like my first year, like he wasn't really around. Like he was there. I mean, like through training camp and whatever. But as the season went on, and obviously we played on different sides of the ball. But as the season went on, he after he got hurt, he wasn't really around, so I wasn't able to pick his brain. And I was just telling him that like right before I came here, and it would mean a lot to play with him again. And I wish my rookie year I would have took advantage of the vets that I had, like Bruce, Rio. I had a whole K-Love, Vern, like I had a whole bunch of vets. I didn't take it. Luke, I didn't take advantage of them and pick their brains the way I wanted to. I'm not gonna make that mistake again, but it would mean a lot just for him to come back so I can actually, you know, figure out what made him so great. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can create my own routine. I can create my own balance from him and older guys that have done this at a high level. So I'm just gonna use this last week I got and try to pick his brain as much as I can, because I can't tell the future. But I hope so. I hope he can come back.
Thank you.
Let's go to David Newton, followed by Joe Person.
Hey, Brian, congrats on the Good Guy Award. And
Appreciate it.
I like your hoodie there. Pretty cool.
Like a big ass pillow, huh? Oh, my bad.
Hey, that's warm. I wanted to ask you, kind of follow up on a question you had a few minutes ago. What makes you feel like you're headed in the right direction?
You talking about as far as team-wise or personal?
Team-wise.
Because I've seen it work. I can say that's what makes me feel like we're going in the right direction. If we continue to do it the right way, and you know, have everybody buy in, and then just like it comes down to the most simplest things. And if everybody can just understand that and just know that you don't have to, one of Cam quotes, you don't have to be special. You don't have to do something special to be special. If people can understand that, and you know what I'm saying, and do it, and like just do their job, like do their job at a high level, I feel like it can all the cards will fold exactly how we want them. But to answer your question, I feel like it can work because I've seen it work before.
And Haason was saying that when Matt rebuilt at Temple and now here, he first turns to the leaders to get them to buy in, so you guys can teach it to the younger guys and get them to buy in. Can you talk about what Matt's done with you to help you buy in so you can pass it along and get the younger guys?
Yeah, when me and Coach Rule, we've had some talks. And like I said, like I'm only 23, but I kind of been put in position even last year to grow up a little faster than, you know, the usual how it usually goes. And we done had plenty of talks of pretty much him trying to explain his vision and explain how he wants things done. And then and once we get on the same page, I'm able to break it down to the other players or the younger players better than he probably can. You know what I mean? So it sounds a lot.
Right.
It's a lot more relatable when it comes from me than when it comes from a coach, or when it comes from Shaq than it comes from a coach. So, like having your leaders and having your playmakers buy into the process and being able to guide the younger guys, that's how you create the culture and create the process. That's how it all happens. So, yeah, that's definitely how I go.
And to follow up on that, when you talk about going in the right direction, you feel like Matt's still the guy to take it in the right direction?
100%.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Brian, echoing everyone else, man, congrats and well deserved.
Thank you.
Wonder if, as you look back at this season, was there, in your mind, kind of a turning point when this kind of went sideways and y'all, kind of really weren't able to recover like you would have hoped?
You're asking me what is the turning point?
Yeah, I wondered if you thought, that if there was a turning point this season for you guys.
I wouldn't necessarily say a turning point. I feel like the season is full of ups and downs. It's definitely hard to bounce back, and it's really hard to bounce back, and it's hard to stay on top. To be quite honest, I mean, to endure that amount of success, or to bounce back from a losing streak is very difficult. But it's the NFL, and things happen. Like you're bound to lose at any point in time, where you're bound to win. Like it's a total of probably 6 plays that can really determine the game. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say there was necessarily like a turning point in the season. I just would say that we ain't really pulled through, because we had chances to win. I don't think we really pulled through the way we should have. And I think it's all going to come with growth and maturity, experience. I think it's all going to come through that. So, I mean, it just didn't fold how we wanted it to fold. I mean, I was very disappointed and shocked that our season went this way. But, there's always room for improvement, and we'll have another opportunity next year. So I'm happy about that.
And just a quick follow-up, do you still have a shot at this golf cart?
Do I? It's always a shot. Sacks come in bunches. Yeah, definitely. It's always a shot. I ain't really think about that golf cart since we made the bet. But it's always a shot. We'll see how everything folds. I think I'm losing by how much am I losing by? Y'all know?
2.
2? Yeah, it's definitely a shot. Shit, with Brady. It's definitely a shot. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We have time for one more. Let's finish up with Deshaun Brown.
Congratulations, Brian, to echo what everyone else shared.
Thank
I did
you.
want to ask, I heard you mention a few minutes ago, really the significance of taking advantage of the veterans on this team, learning from them, but also what it would mean to have Haason Reddick back. What do you think you've gained from playing alongside him this season?
I would say, I definitely gained it's a different point of view. Like my first year, I had a bunch of vets in my room. Bruce, Rio, I named all of them. I had a bunch of vets in my room. I was able to learn from them. My second year, the only vet I really had was KK and Zach Kerr, but they both played D tackle, so I didn't really have someone I can. Stephen Weatherly also, but it's kind of different. Me and Haason kind of rush the same. In a way, we're kind of similar rushers, so I'm able to learn from him and learn from the things he do, because we rush the same, but we rush different, if that makes sense. So I was able to pick up some moves from him, and we were able to talk about pass rush and everything like that. And having him back, obviously he pushes me. He pushed me to be better, along with the other guys. He pushed me to be better, but he also teaches me a different way to rush, but within my same way of rushing, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's still speed. It's still speed runs everything. It's still a speed rush, but it's a different way of doing it. And for me to explain that right now would be pointless, because it's a lot of stuff that go into it. But it's just a different way of thinking, a different way of rushing. He helped me out a lot, I think, this year.
If I could ask, though, what allowed you to be more receptive to some of the veterans on your team?
Receptive as in listening, right? To the veterans. I've always been a guy that listens. I listen to anybody, to be quite honest. It's just whether I want to take your advice or not. But I'll hear you out, you know what I mean? So like I eat the meat, spit out the bones, you know what I'm saying? So like I'll take whatever I want from whoever. Like it could be a guy on the side of the street. If you talking some nonsense, then all right, whatever. But I'll listen to you though. So but the reason I listen to the vets is because they've been here before. They've been in my spot, and they've obviously had success if they're still here. So I always want to take into account and listen to them and listen to their routine and what they do, and just the way they think, because I feel like that can help build me as a player. Like I don't necessarily have to do everything that particular vet does, but I can build my own routine, or I can build my own perspective, or I could just take his advice and make my own whole idea out of what he told me. And the more I get, the more information I get, the better I think I'll become. So that's pretty much why I always listen to the vets and kind of pick their brain. But I learn stuff from younger guys too. But that's just another whole conversation. But that's it.